Hi, I'm Edwin Samuelson. Welcome to the CineFiles. Today you're going to be seeing a new feature, hopefully, which we'll be uploading on the web quite a bit, which is a mini review. Today we're discussing District 9, which was a recently released science fiction film, directed by Neil Blomkamp, I believe, and produced by Peter Jackson. It's gotten a lot of hype, and I gotta say, it lives up to the hype. Guys, why don't you take this off?
I agree.
Yes, it is, I think, one of the funniest parts of this film, and not funny as in content-wise, but I think it's funny that this film was made for about $30 million, yet it looks about 40 times better than G.I. Joe, which was made for well over $100 million.
And what's interesting is because, I know you guys are probably familiar with this, Peter Jackson was in development a long time to make a movie based on Halo. And because they couldn't do it, they actually came up with this fresh original script and based on a short film Neil Blomkamp did earlier. And you can see a lot of the elements, with the robot character. And
I was going to say, all the weapons are either from the Halo game or the Half-Life game.
There's bug-like creatures who are also, I believe, in the Halo games. I really, I like this quite a bit. I thought it was very ingenious. And in fact, it reminded me a lot of Peter Jackson's Bad Taste in terms of it's just a really do-it-yourself film, and I admired it. I really admired it. I mean, it starts off a little slow with the documentary stuff,
but this came off a lot more assured and professional looking than that.
I agree. I mean, well, don't forget Bad Taste.
It doesn't feel like a DIY.
I would say that for me, that the comparison might have been like Paul Verhoeven, when he surprised everybody with something like RoboCop.
Yeah,
which could have been in anybody other's hand. It could have been like a Terminator ripoff.
And I got to give credit too. The one thing I like is I like some of the social commentary where it's put in there very brilliantly. It's not stated. Even though Armin Idiot White thinks it's a racist film, actually he wrote a huge thing about it.
Well, come on.
I think it's a very.
Well, of course he would.
He's an idiot. He really is a shithead.
But he's probably upset that there was no hip hop soundtrack.
Yeah, and it wasn't directed by Brian De Palma or Spielberg.
Well, what I liked about this film that not many people know, I also like the humor of the film. Even though it's a big special, it has a lot of special effects, social commentary, but like the lead actor during the beginning, after he's at first infected. Some of the scenes, like when he comes home to the surprise party, like one scene where he's whispering to his wife, "Oh my God, I've got to take a shit," and then it's like surprise. I found that hilarious. I couldn't stop.
He's a terrific actor, the lead. I like.
And he's not a professional.
Who was not a professional actor. He's a filmmaker, and the guy said, "Hey, you're my buddy. Do you mind playing this part?"
I thought he was the reason I like it. I don't say he's an asshole, but he's a multi-layered character who's not really likable, but you don't really hate him, but yet you're.
Well, he's a coward.
It was a tricky part to navigate, and the guy pulled it off. And apparently, it was so impressive that he's going to play Howling Mad Murdoch in the 18 movie.
And the guy Neil Blomkamp is directing it as well, I believe.
No,
he's not.
That's guy Carnahan, Joe Carnahan.
Well, he's a good choice. He's a very good actor. I hope I see him in some more things. I got to give credit to the one thing I really thought stood out in this movie. Best CGI characters I have seen in some time. Yes, I completely believed them as characters. I still can't believe that those are CGI characters. I felt they were real. The little son and the other thing, I really thought the relationship was terrific.
Damn, that climax was so kick-ass and exciting.
I love
so well
the
done,
RoboCop
stylized. The whole thing was just amazing.
It's interesting that this film is banned in the country of Nigeria because they say it makes Nigerians look bad. And I wanted to say, whoever this Minister of Information from Nigeria came out, watch the fucking movie. It makes every non-alien look bad.
Exactly.
Every human being
especially the white
looks
people.
bad in this film.
Especially the
white black
people.
people look bad. The white people look bad. If there were Asians, they would, I'm sure, look bad in this film. Everybody looks bad. It's hard to like anybody in this film. Even our hero is fairly unlikable through 3/4 of this movie.
Right.
I mean, he does a lot of things. He's fairly racist, calling them prawns all the time, even though once the kind of shoe is on the other foot, he changes, but he's a coward up until almost the very end. He's clueless about stuff. He's not a bright guy. They get, through all the reviews, they call him a middle management drone, which he essentially is. I mean, at some point, he takes joy in killing the alien kids when he's in the closet going, "Hey, look at this. They're trying to feed the babies here, but look, if you unplug it there, and then, hey, look at this," and he's basically fucking with their kids.
What I love, too, is that, like I said, he's not a real likable character, but you root for him because of the situation he's under. And I like all the homages to all the other movies, that they're not so blatant where they stand out over here going, huh? Oh, man, come on, that's too much. It's just perfect balance. I love the homage to Clockwork Orange. Where they're operating him on him and they know he's alive, and they're doing all this stuff to him and they don't give a shit. It reminds me of the scene of Alex Clockwork Orange with the eye drops. Also, I love the scene where, he grabs all of the bullets Remember that? And he throws them at the people. I thought it was brilliant. He suspends them in
Yeah,
the
he
air.
has the magnetic field
Brilliant.
built into his suit.
And I really love the way they pull that off. Also, I love the little things with the cat food for the aliens. I thought that was
But
pretty clever.
more importantly, and this is the thing a lot of people forget about, especially in special effects-driven movies, like character. I love the dynamic between the main lead alien character and him. It was like a buddy picture, but the best kind of buddy picture. I would love to see I want the sequel to be a buddy picture with these guys.
I would give the alien a best supporting Oscar.
And I just was so rooting for both, that particular character, that particular alien character throughout the whole film. Because you're right. I mean, for 3/4 of the film, the lead is not sympathetic at all, to the point where he even selfishly fucks up everything almost for everybody else.
And
he
he runs
redeems
away in the heat of the battle.
Right.
And he redeems himself, which I thought was very good. The way it was a very moving, it wasn't like all of a sudden it's like, okay, it was a believable redemption.
It's like he redeems himself twice.
But it's a believable redemption. It's not
because
all
he
of a sudden,
fucks up twice, big time.
And he feels like everyone's against him, and that's why he redeems himself. And I love every moment of it, except for the opening. I think where it's the documentary. It takes a little time.
I like the opening.
Right.
I like the
It
whole.
takes a
I
little
thought
time to
they
get going.
effectively established this world that we're about to visit, and I thought it was also interesting how he made use of different kinds of camera techniques. Like there'll be part of the story is being told through a security camera, as well as documentary footage.
I also like the fact that after 20 years, they could figure out the aliens' language through the clicks.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
And
Rather than having like one of these like robo translators on the aliens, or
I
all
love
of a
these
sudden
like
the aliens.
unanswered kind of things, like what's with the aliens thing with cat food? It's like it's never really explained. They're just really into cat.
Boy, that reminds me of another movie, but I'm trying to think of what's the movie where aliens? Alien Nation, where they
That's a lot
love
like Alien,
expired milk. That's
it's a
what
lot
it right
like
in
Alien
there.
Nation.
It's a lot like it's very similar, even like having
With the
copying
giant
human
saucer hanging above like the city of Los Angeles, where this
it's
is
very
over
similar to
Cape
Alien
Town.
Nation because they have to live with the aliens as normal people, and I like that. And I liked everything about it. Like I said, the thing that really worked for me and made this movie completely was the relationship between him and the alien and the little baby alien. It was very moving, and I still can't believe that character was CGI. I mean, I would give that character, honestly, I'm not joking, I'd give him an Oscar nomination. I really thought it was amazing the way they brought this character to life. Actually, should get some.
But
kind of
what was
technical
brilliant about how they handled Little Kid Alien? Like, if it was any other director, it would be like the little kid alien wants to be his friend, right?
And it's so cute.
And they would do this thing where it would be the kid that like turns the guy's heart and makes him want, okay, that doesn't happen in this film. If anything, the little alien kid character winds up getting pissed at him and starts like, hitting the fucking guy, when he's like trying to escape. And I thought that was like more realistic the
alien kid was not precocious.
No, not at all.
Well, and it seemed like the alien kid was smarter than everybody else.
Right.
And you're right, Jeff, too. It is a very funny movie at times, too. There is a scene in there where I love interspecies sex, and they have a picture of him on the paper, when it's British fire. That was
and once
hysterical.
again, like Eric said earlier, this goes back. I think this film owes a great debt to Paul Verhoeven.
And I think it owes a debt to a lot of
for the tone and the special effects.
A lot of it. And I'm really looking forward to this guy's next film, and thanks Peter Jackson for bringing us this guy. He's a real talent.
Peter Jackson.
I'm really looking forward to the sequel, which I heard is already in development, and I hope they can do something more with it because there's a lot more in this world.
Well, I feel bad for the Earth because I can tell you the invasion force coming back is not going to look too good after having their people being medical experiments.
You just made me think of something. You know what it just reminded me of a little bit, the film, honestly? I don't know if you guys remember. Well, you actually do remember the show. V.
Yeah, it has a bit of V.
The spaceship above the clouds and just hanging there.
Sort of.
V was one of my favorites.
Different.
But anyway,
no actor gave the performance that Mark Singer could have.
No. But anyway, let's just wrap this up. I will say it's one of my favorites of the year so far. I think Eric will concur with me on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jeff,
I agree.
And you
Absolutely.
too?
Fantastic.
Well, if you love science fiction, you can't get a better movie than District 9. Go see it while it's at the theater. It's still
best
playing.
to see on the big screen.
See it on the big screen before it's gone.
Definitely.
And in fact, don't see it once, see it twice. Yeah. Anyway, this is the first of hopefully many reviews you hope to see. And get away from me, dude. And until next time, thank you.
Subculture.